start to realize that eternal fate has turned its back on me. It's 2 a.m. It's 2 a.m. The fear is gone.
It's not 2 a.m., folks. It's 8 p.m., but it might be 2 a.m. where you are. This is your resident medium, Psychic Bro Perkins. This is the channel live here on the Afterlife Signs and Stories group. True stories, no less. I think I've got a friend with me again this week. Liz, this is our second episode. Liz Throp, my colleague, my esteemed friend, Psychic
Thank
Liz
you for
Throp.
having me.
Speak up, Liz.
I said, thank you for having me.
Oh my God, we can't see you. Hold on, I'm going to see if I can. Oh, okay. Oh, say something again.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yes. Okay. So the problem was, we weren't seeing you. We needed to see you. Yeah.
Okay, can you see me now?
Now we
too?
can see you. Now. Oh, and you've got that nice light coming in behind you. I look like well,
Right?
my place is haunted, so it does look like it's
So is
haunted.
mine. Both of our places are haunted, I'm sure.
Yeah, I haunt my place in my case.
I know.
So here
It's
we are.
fun, actually. I think that's one of the funnest parts about being a psychic medium is that we experience paranormal activity like normal. Like my husband had to adjust to that.
Right.
Did your partners ever have to adjust to that? Any of your previous partners?
No, they all died as a result. And no, I'm kidding. No, they didn't stay with me though. So maybe they didn't adjust because they all left me in the end. But I can't blame them, you know. And I will say this though, my nephew Lucas, who you know, he is terrified. He doesn't like to sleep over because he's always seeing something, and something's always flying off a shelf here. But
Yes, doors opening and closing. That's our big thing here.
Doors opening and closing.
Feeling like there's somebody watching, that kind of good stuff. So I'm constantly smudging the place, getting rid of like everybody's loved ones. They can go home now. So yeah.
Wonderful. Now I'm just setting us up a little bit still in the chat. I'm going to post everyone a link if you want to call in Zoom. We've got 3 people in the waiting room already. We will be doing readings tonight. That is one of the main purposes of our show. However, before we do, we wanted to just talk a little bit more about the purpose of this group, which of course is in honor of Miriam, who is essentially the owner, but my co-admin. This is a place, people, that we really want to look at as a place for connection, number 1, and a place for understanding, number 2, and a place for education. This is something Miriam often tells me about. Education is key in terms of understanding this very rare, very strange phenomena, which is signs from the afterlife. So I think it's wonderful. First of all, Liz, you're pretty new to the group. I think I dragged your butt in here, didn't I?
You did. You totally did.
What are your
I'm so
impressions
grateful.
so far of a week in the group?
Well, I'm so and I'm really intrigued by the amount of questions that people are asking. I think that's really cool. I can feel the heaviness of the group from the sheer amount of loss that people have experienced, and I think one of the reasons why I'm so grateful to be doing this with you, bro, is because maybe we can bring a little lightness to that area and supporting those who are missing others on the other side, connection with them, and hopefully be able to bridge the gap of awareness and understanding. There's nothing to be afraid of when it comes to the other side, and connecting with spirit and having awareness. That I think it's wonderful.
I agree, and Liz, what wonderful thoughts to take us into some of our first callers. Now, there's a few rules here, callers, because this is not a typical private reading as Liz and I do every day in our respective offices with our clients, because we are both professional psychics. You're going to have to call in, you're going to have to ask a question, all right? So you can say, what do you see for me is a little too open-ended. You can tell us a little bit of information, which is not what we would normally have you do in a private reading. But in the case of this group, on this live stream, you can say a little bit about what's going on, and you can ask us if we see anything, and you can ask us a pointed question, and we will both try our best. And it's not guaranteed, but we will do what we can for you. So with that said, we're going to go ahead and bring in our first caller, Gail. Now, Gail, if you can hear me, just remember to join your audio, and you don't have to be on camera if you don't want to, but if you're okay and comfortable with that, feel free. Now, your audio is connecting, Gail. There you are.
You. Hi,
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 my
Gail.
friend. How are you?
I'm great.
Well, it's nice to meet you, first of all, from the group. And
too.
where are you calling from?
Chattanooga, Tennessee.
Oh,
Oh,
Tennessee.
wow, that's near where my son is right now. That's awesome. Okay, so
Really?
yeah. And now, in terms of you calling in, I'm getting dead people around you right away. Gail comes with an entourage, doesn't she? There's like 3 of them.
Okay.
Yeah. I see someone who died young by the standard of the day, much too early. I don't know if that's a woman, like I don't know if it's a daughter or a sister or a niece or something. And then I get a man who is kind of a contemporary to you, sort of like a husband or a brother. And then I get a parent energy as well. And I'm waiting to see if they step forward to me or if they might be connecting to Liz, because I could also be seeing someone trying to get through to Liz.
Yeah.
Gail, Gail, who would be the main person you'd hope to hear from?
One of my animals.
Beautiful. Okay. Now, it's not uncommon for family members to bring animals forward. So we'll see if
Right.
Liz picks up on anything in a moment here. If she
Yeah,
doesn't, I'll jump
I
in.
just the minute you came on, and then of course you mentioned Tennessee, and I immediately saw horses. So is this a horse that you're hoping to connect with?
No,
Okay.
it's a dog.
It's a dog. And what's the horse connection to you, please, Gail?
We actually raised horses when we lived in Alabama.
Okay. So like I just feel like there's a strong connection with horses with you. And I do actually feel like there's 2 horses coming through for you. So did you have your own pet horse or pet horses or
My husband mainly took charge of them, but I helped him, and I grew close to them.
okay.
I didn't ride them.
Okay, because I'm just feeling like did one of them have to be put down on the track?
Um,
One of them feels like it was lost in its prime. So like we had an injury to the leg or something and we had to be put down.
no,
Okay.
not while we had them. We saw them when we moved.
Okay.
So something could have happened.
Could have been before that time. And your dog, it's not a very small dog. These are not lap dogs, but I'm getting more of a tail that has some fur to it. I had a pit bull, so they have very thin tails, but I'm seeing more of a fur-like tail. I'm getting like browns and blacks and gold, almost coppery tones too. Very beautiful pup. And I don't know, I can't see it too clearly, but is this starting to veer in the direction of the pup that you had lost?
That sounds like one of the ones that I lost.
Mm-hmm.
I recently, within the last 2 weeks, lost the one I was hoping to hear from.
Okay.
But the one that you're probably mentioning is Missy. She was not really large, but not a small dog. Now, one that had a really fluffy tail was Tasha. She was Pekingese, and
Mhm.
she was really close to me. Like, I call her my
Spirit.
spirit animal. Yeah.
And Gail, what? Because I'm not so good with the breeds. What kind of color was she?
She was, I called her blonde,
Mhm.
but then she had some like black running through her.
Okay, because that might be, if she was blonde, she might have had that coppery tone here and there in the blonde and the black, and that's what I was kind of seeing. I think that was her, that little one, and now there's
Now, the young girl or the young person that you mentioned
Mhm.
passing away at a young age, that was what she was my cousin, but I considered her my niece because she called my parents her grandparents, and yeah, that was pretty horrid.
and I feel like that was a sudden or an unnatural death somehow. What happened there?
Absolutely.
Because she's the one who's helping taking care of your doggies.
Oh, I had a feeling that Whitley would be taking care of them.
And she
So
comes
this
to
is
you in
all making
dreams. She
sense.
projects in dreams from time to time. Are you aware of this?
Um, I've asked her to come in my dreams.
Mhm.
She hasn't visited me in my dreams because I'm very in tune to my
Yeah,
dreams.
she's going to work on that, or she's telling me now that she's going to do this. I think because the humans have to bring the animals, so she's the one trying to round up the pups. But they're so excited they can't really stay still long enough for me to link to them fully. But
Oh,
but your most recent one, because I just had a flash of white, but I really it's too quick. So what color was your most recent pup?
um, again, I called her blonde, biscuit colored. But she has, as she got older, she got more white in her, or really
Yeah,
gray.
yeah. And even though
Because she was 15.
even though she was blonde, she's almost more fully blonde, whereas your Pekingese had more black spots on her back and
Right,
everything, right? So
right.
this is
And her
why
and her ears and then her
exactly. This is more of a
face and tail.
light colored pup, and I feel like she's with you, and she still comes to the corner of the bed, and I feel like around 2 or 3 in the morning you're going to hear
I
something as well.
feel her walking on the bed.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I actually feel the footprints on the bed.
Yeah, and that's a sign. That's like a sign, and so I feel that happening. Liz, have you picked up on anything else? Well, if you want to
I
jump
was,
in,
I actually, well, I got right walking on bed. So I actually wrote that
do you
down.
want to
Oh my
show the
gosh.
camera, Liz?
So
Walking on the bed.
See, I do, and of course, now I love the spirit world. I'm not afraid of it at all. I'm amazed by it. And so when I started feeling the walking on the bed, I was not surprised. I was like, well, of course. Hi, Tasha.
yes.
Oh,
You
how
know, and
beautiful.
It's her way of coming through to let you know that I'm here. I've not like my soul is still with you, just letting you know
yeah,
that she's okay, that her soul is still with you. And that's really what that message was. I actually feel like you'll feel her snuggling up behind your legs as well. So did
yeah,
she
I
usually
do.
sleep
I
behind
do.
your knees or whatever?
Yeah, because I will feel back there because I have a cat now that sleeps with me, and so she'll do that too. So I'll feel back to see if it's Sophie, but it's not. There's nothing.
You
Right.
have the
Yeah.
best
But
names, Gail,
spirit.
by the way. All these are the best names of the animal. Haven't you ever? They're awesome. And is your kitty, by the way, is this a gray cat or a darker?
Sophie is white.
Oh,
She's totally
Sophie's white.
white.
Okay, because I see maybe this is a spirit side cat then. I thought I saw more of a gray cat as well around. So I think we're getting all the animals with Whitley. And yeah, I think they're all coming through. So, I mean, hopefully this is somewhat of a small validation for you, Gail. I really appreciate your call.
Well, I really appreciate you guys. It's just been so exciting, and of course, Whitley, I love you. But she knows that. I speak to her all the time. I just don't feel her around me like I do. It's mainly the animal spirits that I feel around me.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I don't feel my parents around me. I used to. I used
They're
to
there.
feel,
They're
I
there.
used,
But
I
you're,
used to feel cousins.
yes,
I have a very large family, very large. Like I had like over 100 cousins, and of course they've started. We've started losing some, and at first they would visit me in my sleep, or I would wake up, really be awake, and they would be in the room with me. But not so much so the last 6 months.
so
I
that's
have,
because so Gail, really what's happening is like because you had to connect to your animal spirits because you're really feeling the pull there. So your pain and your grieving is towards your animals right now. Not to say
yeah,
that you don't have grieving for your loved ones, but it's a different pain. It's a feeling of loss that is profound for you right now. So they're allowing you to connect fully with them. But I promise you, they're around you. You think of them, they're right beside you. That's how it works.
okay.
Fantastic.
Okay, I continue to talk to them, and I'm like, I don't feel you around me,
They can't get through
but
all the animals, Gail.
I guess so.
That's what's
And they
happening.
know that I love my animals.
Exactly. I have a deal with them upstairs. I said, I've dealt with so many people on Earth. I just want to be with my fur babies for a while when I get up there.
Exactly. That's what I tell them. You guys know I love you, but first thing I want to see is my fur babies. So somebody better
Oh,
be there with them to
It will
greet
be.
me.
They will
certainly
be.
are.
They'll all
What a
be.
wonderful
Good.
call. Thank you so much,
But
Gail. So, oh, sorry, I got Gail off too soon. What the weight room is lighting up, folks. So I'm going to say one thing for all the listeners. When you call in, we may not bring you on the show right away, but stay in the weight room. Don't leave, folks, because we've got a lot of you to get to. And Liz, I hope you don't have any Friday night plans, my dear, because I think we're in for some
No,
overtime.
we got some overtime. Good. Okay, I'm just getting some fresh paper here.
All right, you get the fresh paper. We're going to bring Robert on the line. And now, Robert, you are using an iPhone, it looks like. And you could be on camera if you'd like, or you don't have to be.
There he is.
He's almost handsome Robert. Here we go. Almost there, Robert. Don't worry, your audio's connecting. Oh, you got to try once more, Robert. We'll wait for you.
We're rooting for you, Robert. Come
Okay.
on. There he is. Looks like he's connecting to audio now.
Perfect. We're going to try once more. Now,
we
we're going to get little
lost it.
glitches, folks. Don't worry. We're going to try a couple of times. Now, if I bring you in and you have any trouble connecting your audio the first time, what we will do is we'll put you in the waiting room and you can sort things out. But yeah, try connecting your audio once more, Robert. We can't hear you yet. You'll get it. You'll get it. He's our first male caller, so I really want him to come on the show.
Yeah.
All right.
So, Robert, in the bottom left-hand corner of your screen, you'll see the word mute with a microphone. If you click click on that mute, like on that microphone, you might have it muted. That could be what's going on.
Yeah, well, he's got to join his audio, but that's okay, folks. This is a good learning experience. We'll put Robert back in the waiting room, and I'll try bringing you on again after we take another caller. So we'll put Robert back in the waiting room for now. That's what we'll do, folks. Now we've got Steve's iPhone coming through. Steve, let's try our luck with another male caller. Connecting audio, it
there he
says.
is.
Awesome.
Yay.
This should work. Hey, Steve, welcome to the show.
Oh, no.
Can you hear us, Steve? Say hello. Oh, Steve's muted too. Oh, no. It might be
Okay.
that you're using your phone in your car speakers, or they're hooked up to a Bluetooth device. That could be stopping your audio. Okay. Okay, we'll put Steve back in the wait room. Now, it's kind of, we'll try bringing you in once more, Steve. We'll give it a go twice, and then we'll move on to the next caller. Let's try this once more with Steve. We're bound to have a few tech glitches, folks. Just bear with us.
Okay, so I can see. I
Yeah,
can see.
ask to unmute. Steve's almost
muted.
here.
Go to the mute button and click on the microphone in the bottom left-hand corner. Steve, you're muted. Go to the bottom left-hand corner of the screen and it says mute. Click on that.
We'll get it.
Yeah, I have faith.
And while
It's like a little
now you
microphone,
direct him,
right?
Liz, because you can see I'm going to go to our chat room and I'm just going to read out some of
Okay.
the messages.
Okay, so in the bottom left-hand corner, Steve, there's a microphone, and then you'll see like a camera. The microphone, just click on the microphone because you're currently muted.
Now, something else everyone in the chat is saying, some people are having trouble connecting via Zoom, but I reckon that it's probably because we have so many callers. You could try using one of the phone numbers that's listed in the description of this video, and you can use a phone number corresponding closest to your state, and there is a link at the very bottom of the list of phone numbers that will allow you to check out what the nearest local number to you would be. So you could try calling in on an old-fashioned phone line that way. That could work quite well as well.
Bro, can I get you to click on his mute button there and see
I did.
maybe
I
because you're
sent
the
ask to unmute. So
no,
let's
if you click on the microphone on his screen, you might be able to unmute it because you're the host.
yeah,
I
I
don't know.
did that. It's not working. All right. Well, sorry, Steve. We'll try again. And but for now, before we bring you back in, we're going to try someone else. Let's try bringing in a simple phone call. So we're bringing in one of our callers now. Caller 617 area code. You are on the line.
617 area code. You are on the line.
Hi, bro.
Hi there. Now we can hear the stream on your end. You're going to have to close the stream so that we don't hear an echo. You could keep the Zoom call open, but close the stream.
Okay, hold on. I can't get the Zoom. The Zoom isn't working. Okay, hold on.
Yeah, I know, no, but you have to close the Facebook stream while you're talking on the phone with us. So your Zoom is actually open, but your Facebook stream is still going, so we can hear ourselves.
All right, so is it closed now?
That's better,
Maybe
yeah,
now?
much better. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
My name's Kathy. I'm calling from Boston.
Hi, Kathy from Boston. Awesome. I can hear that accent. That's awesome. Can you tell our Canadian accents by any chance?
So you don't really have one
Oh,
that I can hear.
that's a
Yay!
compliment.
That's really a great compliment.
That's a
That makes it
compliment.
like normal.
You sound normal. We're default. That's awesome. All right. Kathy, so what's your question for us, my dear?
So my daughter passed away 2 years ago last week,
Mm.
and I want to know how she is. Like, is she sending? I get lots of signs, I think, but I need confirmation from her that I am.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I'm getting a feather right away, but what are you getting, Liz?
So I'm getting like, well, usually when I connect immediately, I'm getting heaviness in my chest. So did she pass from something connected to her lungs or chest? Like,
She was in a tragic car accident, so she was crushed. Like
Yeah.
she was very tiny.
Yeah, that could
Okay.
be
So
certainly.
from the
Yeah, that could be a compression for sure. Yeah.
that's concussion for sure. Okay. First of all, I'm very sorry for your loss, Kathy. There's a
Thank
couple
you.
of things. I feel like, did she leave a cat behind, honey? It's all about animals tonight. Is there a cat connected to her?
Oh my God! Yes, she did.
Okay. Because I'm feeling like and did one of her friends take the cat?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm feeling like she's just, this is just like little bits of evidence to show that she wants you to know that she's also something about silver. Did you just purchase or wait a minute? I don't know if she's talking about you just recently purchasing something silver, like a bracelet
Yep.
or a necklace. Okay, because she's just like she
Yep.
was with you. Like this is all
Okay,
part.
hold on,
And
Liz.
does it connect
Kathy,
to her-
Liz is coming in hot and heavy. Kathy, what's the silver connection? Tell us.
Okay, so I took the last Mother's Day card that she gave me, and I took her writing, and she had 3 different quotes, so I made 2 rings and a bracelet
There
with
you
her
go.
handwriting.
Beautiful.
You see what I am, Liz? Do you understand? I'm more than a pretty face.
You are more than a pretty
I've got
face.
brains. I can help you slow it down, Liz. Because keep going, please.
I know. I do kind of go off the cuff here. So she just wants you to know that she saw all this and that she really appreciates the love that you keep sending her. And she also wants you to know that she is around. Like she is actually very present. Did she have 2 siblings?
Yeah.
Okay. So is that who the other jewelry pieces were for?
Excuse me?
Is that who the other 2
What?
pieces of jewelry were for?
Nope, they were all for me.
They were all for you.
I'm selfish.
I know.
I don't want to get.
Selfish. I do feel like you might be making more and giving the daughter. Is it 2 daughters that you have left?
2 sons.
2
2
sons.
sons.
Okay.
But
I feel
I'm
like there's 2
raising
pieces.
her son.
Okay. You're raising her sons. So I'm wondering if
Yes.
that's what it is. Were you thinking, like, because I feel like there might be bracelets or a necklace connection that you're going to be doing something for them. It's the 2 boys.
A necklace for my grandson, and we put some of her ashes inside the cross.
Isn't
okay.
that beautiful?
So
Wonderful.
yeah, she just wants you to know she's very appreciative.
Keep her close.
Is there something about
we
wrestling?
heard-
I'm sorry, Liz. Is there something about wrestling or kickboxing or Brazilian jiu-jitsu or something?
No.
I don't know if it's going to be for a son or a grandson or something. Somebody's getting into a physical activity that feels combat.
He wants to do that.
Yeah, is that the youngest?
That's interesting.
Which one? Is that the
Oh,
youngest?
I'm losing you. My grandson is interested in karate.
Karate. Oh, okay. It'll turn into Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, by the way, but he will get into it, and she's very excited about this.
Oh, awesome! Because that is something that she wanted to do with him when she was here.
Oh, see, so
But,
it was something they
it's-
wanted to do together. Okay, so tell them that the kooky psychic saw that for him. Okay, yeah.
Oh, I absolutely will. Can I ask you a question? Because we hear strange things now. My grandson, I heard her call me mom,
Yes.
and my grandson said, "Did you hear that?" And I'm like, "Did you hear that?" And he's like, I go, "What did you hear?" He goes, "Mom."
Yes.
I go, "Oh my God." So like, is that possible? Because I think I'm crazy.
No, it's not. You're not crazy. It's very possible. And it happens to Bro and I every day. So if we're not crazy, you're not crazy. I promise you, Kathy, that.
He's
We
here.
have-
I go ahead. I'm sorry. I
No,
get so
I know I get excited too when I'm sharing stuff. So I know exactly what you feel like. You just want to get it all out. I can tell you that you have, we all have different powers, right? When it comes to utilizing our sixth sense. So we can hear audible, outwardly spirit voices. We can hear inner spirit voices. We can see with our third eye. We can smell things that don't exist, nobody else can smell. We can taste things, we can feel things, and we can just inner know. We can just know things. These are all the clear senses that we possess, and some are stronger than others depending on you. So you and your grandson, your grandson definitely have psychic ability, and you're tapping into your clairaudience is what they call it, clairaudience, and that means
She sends her smell. Like, I'll be sitting watching TV and she'll come by me. Like, I can clearly, no one else has that smell, so I know it's her. And like, yeah, I can feel her. I guess I'm so broken that she's gone, but physically not. Do you know what I mean? You know what I mean?
Yes. Can I word it and maybe tell me if this approximates? It's like you don't miss the soul, you miss her body. You miss her being here.
Exactly.
And you know that she's there.
Exactly.
You know she still exists, but it's not enough because you just want to wrap your arms around her. And there's something of an impulse, and Liz and you both can school me on this, but is it true, ladies, that a mother just wants to know where her cubs are when she doesn't know where they are? It's like you're never at rest.
Yes.
No, you're not. And I don't want to, say that fathers don't feel the same, but I just think that we grow that kid, like we grow that baby, that she's a part of me. So
Yes.
the connection is just so incredibly strong. And my daughter never lived away from me. So she's been with me for 30 years. So I miss her terribly. And I talk to her all day, literally. I'm not joking. Like, I couldn't find something the other day, and then I looked, and then I went back down and I looked again, and there it was. And I go, "Thanks, Ash," because like I know it wasn't there.
Yeah.
So like I know she's here.
She is.
I just
She
keep
is.
And
hearing
I
her
talk to
thanking you for taking care of her boys, thanking you for being everything that you are. It's just big. She's got her arms around you right now, and I can't tell if she's showing me that you're wearing something with flowers on it, or if she's actually wearing something that's kind of floral, which is a little more kind of floofy than she would normally be. But she's in this kind of summery kind of dress, I feel like, and she's got sunglasses on. It's like,
That was her thing.
yeah. Do you still have
Yep.
her sunglasses?
Right before she passed away, she had that on before she passed away.
Right. Yeah.
I have a video of it.
Brilliant. Well, if you feel like it, making a testimonial on the page after, and this is something everyone can do. These readings that we're doing, Liz and I, are signs from the afterlife. So you can make a post about your experience with the reading, and you can include pictures and video in your post about about things that validate what was said here tonight. That's a good idea.
Oh, that would be wonderful. Yeah, I will definitely. And I really appreciate your time and
She's
some
telling me, though,
validation.
she wants you to go on a trip with the family, and it's somewhere warm. It might, I don't know if it's Florida, but it's just like, get to the beach, Ma.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so the beach means a lot to me. And I have not gone to the beach, but it is a plan.
She's going to be with you when you go. And I don't know if the
awesome.
fall was her favorite time of year, not for the beach, but just in
Fav-
general.
Nope, the fall was her favorite.
'Cause
Absolute favorite.
She walks with you in the trails in the fall, she tells me.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah. I know this isn't a full reading, and I wish we could keep you, my love, but listen,
No, that's fine.
hopefully this
So,
gives you something.
I appreciate you.
You too.
I totally appreciate you. Thank you so much.
You're
appreciate
very
you.
welcome. And listen, we're here every Friday, so this is only the beginning.
I know I'm coming. I love it. I set like every alarm in my house.
Awesome.
I
Okay.
didn't want to miss it.
One of our great fans.
But
Thank
you.
You're very welcome, Kathy. Okay, we'll put you back in the weight room. We're going to try for another male. I think this is a male caller. I think we've got Jamil's iPad. Let's give this a try. Jamil, you are the third's a charm, my friend. Let's get him in here. Oh, no, Jamil, wait. Oh, no, you know what? It's our original friend.
It's Robert.
It's Robert.
Isn't it Robert?
Yes. It's Robert. Let's get this going.
Hello.
Hey,
Hey,
look at this handsome man. Oh my God, I've been alone here, brother. You have to, you go, we need more men calling in. Okay, so what's your question, Robert?
I just want to see if you can channel in my wife Lisa, which recently passed.
Lisa recently crossed. Okay, let's see. I'm getting a birthday. Did she pass around your birthday or hers? Or is it yours coming up this month? Next?
No, my birthday's in about 3 months' time. She passed about 5 weeks ago, but 2 weeks beforehand, my daughter's birthday, May.
That's what she's talking about.
It might be
Monroe.
because it's both your daughter, right? So that might be why.
Yeah, my daughter's was the 24th of May, and my wife passed the 5th of June.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Okay, because she died right around her birthday, I felt. Okay. Let's keep going, Liz, if you hit anything. You said Lisa already, and I'm just hearing that now. And I'm hearing like a thump in the ceiling or in the attic or like noises. So there's this is a phenomenon we call rapport, where you're going to get a thump that's unusual, and it's not a possum.
Fair enough.
Okay. So
I'm
that's
getting
going to
something
be
around the throat, restriction in my throat. So did we pass from something connected to throat breathing or restriction of the throat in any way?
Well, she had a lot of vomiting because of the cancer. She had cancer.
Okay.
And it was every day vomiting for 6 months.
Oh my gosh, God bless her. Well, I need you to know right out the gate that she is no longer suffering. This is something that, a lot of people are concerned about. This suffering is done. Once we leave the body behind, we're in spirit. We're no longer feeling the suffering. When I connect with spirit and they show me like pain points or suffering points, it's not because they're still suffering. It's because they're showing me to help you connect with that. Okay. And I do feel like she's so grateful because she said, you let her talk about passing. You let her talk about this. Does this make sense to you?
Yes, 100%.
You were like,
She's very brave.
yes, yeah. And I feel like you were very brave, she's saying. You were very brave because you were the strong one for her. She said she needed you to be exactly who you were for her. So thank you for that. Okay. But you had to really buckle down with strength because you didn't want to talk about death. You didn't want to go down that path. You wanted to stick with hope. And she was like, I'm tired. I don't want to do this anymore. I'm tired. And you had to suck it up. And she said she's so grateful because you let her be where she needed to be emotionally. I actually feel very teary about this because
I'm getting teary too.
know, like she's giving me so much love and emotion
Yeah.
around this. So grateful.
You
Robert,
were a real
and,
special love affair, eh, Robert?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
And it feels like you found each other too late almost. Like, were you second life love or something? Or were you like in your late
No.
20s?
We were teenage sweethearts since the age of 15.
Oh, like my parents. Okay, so I don't know why I'm inverting this, but 25 comes to mind. How old were you when you got married?
I was 20. She was 19.
Oh, so you were quite young. And you had all your kids, was it before you were 25 or something?
Sorry?
Did you have all your children before you were 25 or something?
No, by the age of 30, we had two kids.
Because I feel like 25 is important, and it looked like the start of the adventure for some reason. So I don't know if you'll put that together later after the reading's over. But anyway, sorry, Liz, keep going.
Yeah, no, I'm trying to calm myself down because I'm feeling, I feel teary. Like she's just so blessed. She wants you to know she's so blessed to have had another life with you. This wasn't the first life that you guys had together. She wants you to know that you guys were definitely destined to be together. Okay, so did you injure your back on the right side? Does this make sense to you since her passing?
No, not really. Just a bit stiffness, but I wasn't injured.
Okay, because she's talking about that, and I feel like you've not been taking care of this. It's like I think this is a lot to do with the grief, but I don't know if you're like sleeping sitting up or like something about that. You need to go to bed.
Well, she's spot on there because I've been sleeping on the lounge.
Yeah, and she dotes
Yeah.
on you, eh, Robert? That's how she is. That's why. She's
She's
still
wants
been
you to
sleeping on the sleeping on the lounge for the last 6 months.
You don't want to go into the bed.
No.
She's like maybe too many reminders. It's really causing you a lot of struggle. But she wants you to know if you need to get rid of stuff to help you move on and buy different things, like for example, the bed. Maybe this is something you've got permission to get rid of it. She doesn't want you to be burdened with anything that is making you feel restricted in your life. Because she said, you're going to be here for a long time. Sleeping on this couch isn't going to work out for you.
Fair enough.
You need to get it.
Quite honest, she did mention I don't want the bed to sell the bed.
Get rid of the bed. Just get a new bed, honey. Just get a new bed. Okay? Because this back thing, it's only going to get worse. Okay?
It was a new bed. It is a new bed that now.
I know. But it's because it's connected to her. You can't do it. It's too hard. It's causing so much pain for you and too much emotional stuff that we got to let you move on.
Yeah, my dad did because my dad's a widow too, and he changed the whole bedroom around. He repainted. That helps too. Even if you have a new mattress and stuff, it helps to change things. It does.
Thank you. Yep. Okay.
Yeah, you've got what she's doing is giving you this beautiful gift of allowing you to move on. She wants you to continue. Like she understands, she understands your pain and your grief. She gets that. You're trying to stay strong for your kids, and they're trying to stay strong for you. And you don't it's almost like you're floating through life right now. You're just existing. You eat because you have to. You breathe because you have to. You're in that place right now. But she wants you to know, baby steps. Start one foot in front of the other every day. Just do one thing different to get yourself back on track, because she just truly wants you to get past this. She said she is good, Robert. She is so good. She said it, one day when you join her, which is a long time away, she will be there waiting for you, and she will greet you. But right now you need to live. Your kids need you. Okay?
Yep. Understand. Yep.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Robert, for your call, and thank you for persevering and trying 2 different devices. And we will be here every week, so this hopefully you call back.
Thank you. I will definitely for sure. Thank you very much.
Awesome.
Really,
Robert.
really exciting. Thank you.
Wonderful. One of our callers from Australia, or it could have been New Zealand, but I think it was Australia. What do you feel, Liz?
So intense. Wow.
Yeah.
That sounded Australian to me. So yeah, it could
very.
be.
That is very close to home. I think it's purposeful that you took that, Liz, because my mother died. My parents met when they were 15. It's the same story as my parents. And it looks like Robert and his beautiful wife, Lisa, were only in their 50s, which is exactly when my mom died. It was so parallel to my family that I don't think I could.
You couldn't handle.
I'm only saying this not to make an excuse. I'm saying this as educational for the viewers to understand. As psychics. But listen.
You have shown yourself to be an incredibly gifted person.
Oh, shut up, psychic. Shut up, Liz, you psychic. My point is, it's not about it. No, my point is that it's a phenomena that if your life is too similar to the psychics, we get a block sometimes. That's what I'm trying to say. Yeah, and
100%.
You find that too, eh, Liz? Now we're going to try for another caller here. We've got Chris. Hopefully Chris works out this time. I'm not sure that we tried this before. I'm still crying from that.
I know. I don't know if you can tell, but I've been crying too.
Yeah, I can tell, Liz. You always have such a sweet
Hi, Chris.
red tomato face. When you cry, you can turn into a tomato.
You're so mean to me.
Hang in there, Chris. The audio is still connecting. It'll be on in a second.
There it is. Oh,
Oh no,
not.
Chris.
Okay, he's still trying.
Give it a try, Chris. Try again.
Yeah, so we should tell the audience. You like to get my face really red because I'm the kind of person, guys, who, bro will say things to get me, to, to shock me at the best of times, and it works every time. And so my face, like you can see, it's going red right now. Just like thinking about, So we did a couple of shows together. Well, we do another show together, and you're always asking the audience to count the tomatoes that you
tomato
create.
meter. We got a tomato meter for Liz.
Tomato meter.
Right. We're gonna bring Yvonne on here. Yvonne, now join your audio, my dear. We should be able to hear you within a moment. Let's give that a try. Oh, this is taking a minute. Yvonne, okay. Let's see if this works for Yvonne. And if it doesn't, we'll move into another one. Now we're going to go at rapid fire, folks. So if you can't connect or if you don't realize that you're in the call, we're going to move you back into the wait room. But I'll call on you again, Yvonne. We're going to bring Trisha in now. So many calls to get to. Hey, Trisha.
I figured.
You're here, but we are hearing the feed still. So if you could turn down the Facebook video.
Awesome. I'm excited. Hi.
Oh, hi there. Where are you calling from, Trisha?
Los Angeles.
Fabulous. Oh, lovely. So do you have a question for Liz or I?
Yeah. Is there anyone there wanting to connect with me? Because there's a lot of people there I'd like to connect with. So I'm wondering if someone, pet or person, wants to specifically say something. Otherwise, I can.
I'm getting like a younger male right out the gate. So did you lose a son, a nephew, a younger male?
No.
Okay. So
I went the opposite. I went toward a grandmother, which I also don't think would be the first person you would think of, but she's always with you. Like she's like unbelievable. And I'm hearing like there's two things. She comes with you on the trips. And there's also an idea like, I don't know why she's showing me feet. I don't know if she's trying to tell me that she herself had a lot of problem in her feet or she's working on your feet. It's not clear to me because it's such a choppy connection.
I helped my mom with a foot issue.
Is there any Ellen or Helena or type of name, Evelyn type of name in the family?
No.
I want you to remember this because this might be connected to your grandmother somewhere, okay, from her side, from her era. You're not kidding when you say you've got a lot of them. This feels like I've got, like, the Zoom call already has a lot of people calling in, but I've got that on the spirit side too. And I'm sort of getting like a grandmother energy, and I'm getting Something about the trips. Did you have like an itinerary of places you wanted to visit in the world and you've gotten to be to most places and like your grandmother never got to go anywhere or something like that where it would be important to her that you got to go? Like you were more free than she was?
No, I was traveling. No, but the trips were important because I was trying to see my mom. The last few years were very stressful, chaotic. There were a lot of deaths around me, ones, and they were very hard ones.
And who had the dementia or Alzheimer's, like a neurological thing or a stroke that stopped them from being able to communicate?
No one.
Can I just ask, did your mom suffer from depression?
Stopped to communicate. It wasn't because of dementia, but there was other things that stopped communication. It just might be, there were things that were interfering with that, but it wasn't dementia.
No, but are you talking in that case about relationship issues with other family members? Yeah, that's not what I mean. I actually think I am tuning into your family, but you've got such a big history, and I think we're pulling in some things from a long time ago right now for some reason. And you know, the thing is, this kind of a format is really not ideal for mediumship, although that is why we're here. But it's not ideal for it. So we try our best, but it seems to me like we're going to need some more time with you because you come with such an entourage. So I'm going to give this one more shot with Liz, and I'm going to let Liz take the floor, and I will focus to see if I pick up on something as well. But we'll give it a little bit more time.
So would help you more help since the time's limited.
Yes, that would be fine.
Let me ask about rodeo.
Rodeo. All right. Go ahead, Liz, if you feel.
Well, I'm not picking up anything on rodeo, but I do pick up on mom, and I feel like we suffered from depression. And I also feel like there was a partner issue. So either she was remarried or there was somebody that there was connecting there that you had a problem with.
My brother. That was my brother.
Was he living with her? Okay. And this is why I'm getting partner, because they're living in the same place. Was mom chronically suffering from depression, like for a long time? Does this make sense to you?
Would have been because of the relationship with my brother and the things he was doing.
And I feel like he wasn't ethical. I feel like, and when I use ethical, I'm talking about like we would do things that were against the law. Okay. And she, of course, this is her son. She couldn't throw him in, dob him in, but she also was powerless to deal with it. And then of course there's you going, but Ma, like, come on, what are you doing letting this guy do this? And you couldn't understand why she was allowing this to happen. She wants you to know that she is so sorry that kept the two of you at a distance. She wants you to know that. But she also wants you to know that it was because you were stronger, you could handle being without her. This was part of, she understands this now from the other side. Right. But she wants you to know that she is all with you. She's all in now. So you feel her. I feel like, you get mad at her sometimes still. She says, you help her.
Where I had a hard time. It was hard for me to help her because he was blocking me assisting her, and that's where my problem comes with, which I felt, she was suffering and depression, all these things, because he was physically coming between us and cutting us off and doing all these horrible things, so that there was my guilt that I couldn't do more. And I'm wondering, she
doesn't carry resentment or anything about that. You need to know she understands and sees the whole picture now.
Yeah.
Okay. So like the minute she made it to the other side, we go through what we call a life review. Okay. Yeah. We get to the other side. And during this life review, we get the blessing of seeing our impact on everyone around us and how our life, how it affected everybody else's life. And she gets to see everything. And that's why I feel like she's coming with like her hand on her heart, so to speak, with saying, I'm sorry that I wasn't more there for you and able to release my son from but she says, I feel like you understand that.
Yeah.
And so she says she doesn't, she also wants you to know she has no regrets in her life. She is happy and content with the way her life worked out. She is so blessed to have you as a daughter, because she understands what your brother did. She gets it. She said, despite that, you still got through to her. So you need to know she saw it all. And she loves you so much. Okay. She loves you so much.
Okay.
Necklace.
Awesome.
Was that the only thing was it difficult to get stuff back from her? Like,
I didn't get, yeah, it was very difficult. I mean, they didn't even tell me what they did with her. They didn't tell me when she was dying. They completely cut me off at the end.
There's going to be a necklace coming to you, just so you know. There's a necklace coming to you. I feel like was your mom a pearls lady? Was there pearls?
No, she had given her pearls to my brother's first wife a long time ago. So she didn't have a lot of stuff. He had taken everything.
They might be coming back to you.
Mm-hmm.
Just so you know, those pearls might be what's coming back to you. So don't be surprised if you get those from that lady. Okay.
Very, very interesting. Now, some people you have a story that's so touching and so deep, it might need a full reading, but I think this is amazing what Liz has pulled through. Thank you so much for your call, Tricia. Yep. We'll put you back in the weight room and you can stay, or you can join the stream again and listen. Now, Liz, let's take a quick break. We've still got people to bring on the show, and those in the waiting room, fear not, you'll be brought on the show in no time. If I have brought you on the show already and you're still in the wait room, please leave just so that we can make room for other people, and you can join the stream and watch on Facebook. Liz, how are you feeling, my dear? What's your assessment of what we've done so far?
I think we are making some really great connections tonight, and I think it's fun how the viewers are going to notice this. Like when you're having like a pause, I'm not. And when I'm having a pause, you're not.
I was going to say this. And so you're, okay, yes, we're on the same page. Now let me finish your thought and tell me if this is true, what you were going to say. The spirit are only going to come to one of us.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah. And I think some of our viewers have picked up on that too. All right, let's talk about another topic just briefly. Now, Liz, I hear some news through a little birdie told me that you are in a new book.
I did. I'm co-author of a beautiful book, beautiful book called Inner Peace. And I think this would be beautiful for this particular audience because you're all struggling to find that after loss. And it is, inner peace is something that we all have to strive for in life. It is a one-man sport. Only you can achieve it. No one can achieve it for you. And, I was so lucky to be asked to participate in this book, along with 5 other really beautifully gifted souls. And we all share our journey toward inner peace and maintaining it. So it's one of those really great reads.
And
Very
how
proud
can
of
people
it.
find it? Do you have it on your website, or does the book itself have a website?
So the book itself is not being published until the end of this month. So you can get on the short list, so the pre-order list. You can do that by emailing me at lizthrop@gmail.com. So I'll put that in the feed.
I will go put that in the feed right now in the chat room, and I'll pin it
Just
to
an
the top.
amazing rock star. Thank you, bro. Thank you.
lizthrop@gmail.com.
Lizthrop. That's right. And that, if you email me that you want to get a copy of this, it's only $22.22 Canadian. So quite a bargain. I wanted to make sure that it's not about the profit for me. It's about getting the message out there. And, I'm really proud of this. It's my first published book, and more to come, I'm sure. And bro, you wrote a book. People should know about this.
Well, I didn't queue up the graphic for my book, so shut up, Liz. We'll talk about my book another time. I'm here. Okay, tomato meter number 3. This is the reddest you've been yet tonight.
Yep, it's a tomato factor moment. I'm just saying, Rose
Well,
book
I
is
appreciate
epic.
your kindness, Liz, but don't go off script. All right, let's bring on another person here. Now, we've got a caller. I think this caller is from somewhere else. Seng, we're going to bring you into the call. And let's try this call here. All right, Seng, can you hear us? Oh, S. Seng. So maybe that's a different last name. I'm not sure. We'll find out in a moment. We're connecting the audio. Oh, no, your audio is not working. Okay, it's still connecting. Let's keep trying. It says, please connect your audio. You should notice a little button on the lower left, and you can connect it through your Zoom call. Join audio. Join audio on this device is what it should be telling you.
Join audio. Join audio.
Okay, perfect.
There we are.
Awesome. Now,
Oh,
hi. Hi, Lovey. What's your first of all, fabulous hair color? What's your first name?
Oh, my name is Sandy.
Sandy. Where are you calling from?
I am. I'm calling from a place called Wittenberg, Wisconsin.
Wisconsin.
Wittenberg, yes.
I've
It's
got a few
a
Wisconsin
town of about
friends.
800 people.
Oh, wow.
Well, now you're a star of the town, aren't you?
Yeah. Yes.
So, what's your question for us, Sandy?
I have a question. I'm wondering if about my ex-husband. He passed away about 10 years ago, and things about him have been, I'm not going to say haunting me, but it's something that's always been on my mind. A couple of weird things have kind of happened that makes me wonder if he's around. We actually did, mend our fences a long time before he passed away. So, but this is just something that I just can't get over.
Did he have alcohol connections, or was that someone else in your family, like your father?
No, wouldn't be my father, but yeah, he did have alcohol connections.
Yeah. There's a light that just turned off in your hall behind you. Was that natural? Is that?
Well, yeah. We have a light that every time
A
the dogs
sensor?
go in the room, the
Okay,
light
good.
goes on. So
just wanted
they
to make
just
sure.
walk past.
I'm like, oh, she's
No,
like us, Liz.
Yeah, it's not the ghost.
All right, you never know. It's a pretty haunted-looking door behind you. So, okay.
I know,
So
it's a
who-
really cool looking door.
now, who's Bill or William? Is that in his family or your history?
That is my ex.
Thank you. Okay, it's clear. I think this time he's connecting to me, Liz. So
Yep.
let's see if we can get. Oh, he's been coming to you in dreams. He's like, "Hey, darling."
Yes.
Yeah. Did he call you that,
Definitely.
or did he just say things like that, like, "Hey, darling"?
Truthfully, I'm not. I don't remember a lot of what he said. The dream was really, really vivid, and I remember seeing a lot of him, connecting with him, and
He's really
him
thankful
smi-
for you. Taught him a lot of lessons. You taught him a lot of lessons in patience and stuff. He was like a little boy, and you were like a parent. He was looking for a parent, not a partner, unconsciously. Do you understand this?
yes, I do.
And you tried your best, and nothing you could do could wake that man up. But he really felt like in a lot of ways you were one of his loves, his top. And this could be a joke, but it's like, yeah, she's definitely in the top 3.
Oh, yeah.
He's got
I-
a good
I
sense of
can-
humor. I like this man. I like Bill.
Yes, he does.
He was never given enough good examples. His grandfather was one of the only good men to him in his life. Does that make sense?
I do not know his grandfather.
But what do you think of his father's relationship with him? And that's a trick question.
It wasn't strained, but it wasn't. They weren't. I think they got close when he got older.
Yeah. Yeah.
But that was about it. They had a lot of fighting when he was growing up.
Yeah, it was chaotic, eh? And he makes me
Yes.
feel like, home is what you're used to, and when you have it good like he did with you, he had to sabotage it unconsciously, because you don't know what to do with what you don't know. You've never had it good, so you don't know what that is. You just replicate what your family was. So there was a lot of discord with you. And it's funny, you know, because actually, all things considered, you guys kind of got along pretty well on your own, but it's other life choices that got between your relationship. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Now,
A lot of sense.
Now he's making fun of you a little bit because he's like, Sandy, honey, like, why are you still trying to clean up my messes?
That holy cow, this is right on. I can't believe it.
Tell us why. Tell us why for the audience. Now, you wouldn't have to do this in a reading with me, but we don't have a lot of time, and it's interesting for the audience. So go ahead.
Right. We have 2 boys together, and my boys had a fairly good relationship with him. And when he ended up in the hospital, it was kind of expected, but kind of not. He was sick and wouldn't go and listen to the doctors and blah, blah, blah. And I got a phone call from my son one day in Colorado, and he said, Mom, Dad's in the hospital on a ventilator. Can you go there and find out what's going on? And my other son had just left for vacation down to, not Puerto Rico, someplace.
Puerto Vallarta, something like that, yeah.
Yes. So I had to run to the hospital and tell the doctors, look, there's nobody to make choices. I'm the ugly ex-wife, you know, and till my son gets here, I had to make all the choices for what they did and everything
so you're trying to clean up his mess because you're trying to search for, in some senses, did I do enough? Did I do enough? And can I do more? And you've done so well with the boys. You just have to focus. All he wants from you is to be happy. And he wants you to have real support around you. Are you still on your own after you had a man after him, but are you alone again?
Just tonight. But no.
Right.
No, actually, he's watching the Brewer game, but no, I'm happily married.
Good. Okay, there could be a joke in that. So he just wants you to have a good life now. Like, he wants you to let it go. That's what I keep feeling. And is there some parallel with a birthday? Like, is there 3 birthdays in the same time of year, or did he die on a birthday, like on the son's birthday or something?
Oh, let's see. No, he didn't die on a son's birthday. But actually, he died in a month on my side of the family, where there's 3 birthdays.
Yeah. Because I thought there was birthdays all clustered together around his death. That's not a June or a January kind of month, is it? What's the month?
April.
April. Okay, I don't see the month. I guess because we're in July right now, it's just got my head there. But his energy is making me feel like he had died around a cluster of birthdays. But he's all right. You can let go, is what he makes me feel like. There's nothing more. He doesn't want anything more. And I know you need answers, but the answers you need are, did I do enough? And he's like, yes. So he's like, you're free. Just live well. And he loves you. You know, in some ways you would have been better friends than lovers. Does that make sense?
Oh, yes, definitely.
Yeah. The best gifts you ever gave him are his boys, eh?
Yes. Mm-hmm. I have one other question.
Sure.
It was, and this happened a few years ago. For some reason, and I am always into spirits in the afterlife, but I don't dabble in things or try things. Well, I took my phone and I turned on the recorder, and I was home all alone, and I started talking and basically said, you know, Bill, yeah, I'm wondering if you can hear me. I'm wondering if you're mad at me or you hate me. I just want you to know I took your death really, really hard, and I hid it from everybody because I'm the ex-wife, so I shouldn't feel as bad as everybody else. But I let the recorder go for probably a minute, and I played it back, and probably about the 40-second mark, I just heard this long whispering, no.
That's like what he's doing to me right now. You can hear it.
I flipped out, flung my phone across the room, and I thought, God, I'm having nightmares for the rest of my life.
Do you still have that clip?
Yes, I have it.
Now I want you to send it to me. If you don't know how to post it on the Facebook group, you send it to me, and
Okay.
I'll play it. What I'll do is I'll edit this particular chunk of this live stream into a perfect little clip, and you can have this forever. This is your record, and I will edit that voiceover overlaying into our clip. And then everyone can hear what you heard, because that's what we call an EVP, standing for Electronic Voice Phenomena, which you're very well aware of, Sandy.
Yes.
And well done. That was a Class A EVP, perfectly as if he was in the room with you, because he was.
Yeah. Well, scared the shit out of me.
He's like, stop fretting over me. You know, you are always going to be family because of the boys, aren't you?
Yes, and I'm very close with his side of the family, all of his brothers and sisters.
You know, you've been an amazing best friend and family member and partner in his past. And now, why would he say, as a joke, in the top 3? Did he have 3 significant partners overall?
Truthfully, I think I'm the only one. I mean, I'm sure I know he dated other people, but he never got married after.
I think that's the joke. I think, she's in the top 3 because you're the only one. Maybe that's what the joke was.
Could, yeah.
Yeah.
Sandy, I want to just tell you that, sorry to jump in here, but you know how you said that you tried not to grieve or show that you were grieving? It's probably harder for ex-wives who have children with somebody, because you're not only grieving for you, but you're seeing the pain your children are in. So you're doing a beautiful service tonight to show others who might be on this page, watching this video, going, yes, I feel the same way when my ex passed away. Let me tell you, you are entitled to grieve just as if you were still his wife. You don't carry love for somebody for a long period of time and shut it off. You know, even when you separate or divorce somebody, the love you still feel, it just compartmentalizes. That's all it does. Now, the other thing, was there a head injury with him when did he faint and hurt his head or something?
No, he didn't.
Okay. Who's on the other side with the head injury? Because I'm getting a very strong, and I want to talk about like either head injury or stroke.
I'm pretty sure that would be my father. He did have a head injury riding a bike, but however, he also had Alzheimer's.
Okay.
And
so I want you to know that he's very present for you as well. And I feel like he's like standing up there with your husband. I feel like they were close in life. Does this make sense?
They were, yes, they were.
So they're together and they're coming through together for you. You are essentially very loved, my friend. And, I also just want to point out one of the things that, every single soul that loses somebody close to them, their desperation is just to see them again. I just want to see you again. I want to hear your voice. And then when we do, it's terrifying. And
yes.
It's like, so I need you to know there's nothing scary about this other than fear, which is false evidence appearing real. Because Hollywood has done a really good job of making spirits and hauntings and all of that kind of stuff creepy as heck. And the reality is this is just your Bill reaching out to you from the other side saying, no, he's just letting you know. And the reason it was long and drawn out was because that requires a lot of energy to create that EVP. And, he did a great job of giving you validation when you needed it.
So glad Sandy called in. Thank you so much for your call. And we'll be here again every single week. So I hope everyone calls in. Now, Sandy, you are in the wait room for now, but please reach out to me through a direct message or email, and we'll get that EVP edited into a special clip for you to play and keep it for your files and for everyone else here to hear. Liz, we're going to wrap up pretty soon because it is Friday night after all. We are psychics, but we do deserve a little time off, don't we?
Ew, we do, bro.
Everyone, don't worry, those who have been waiting in the wait room, there are many callers. We can't always get to all of you, but we will be here consistently Friday evenings at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, whatever time it is for you. When we start, make a note of it on your calendars. We will be back. Now, Liz, let's hang out for just a couple of minutes and wind this show down. Let's come down off of that. Do you find, by the way, Liz, after a reading, you're kind of in a haze? I find I'm like in another place and I have to kind of let it go.
Yeah. Decompress. Yeah.
Exactly. It's like it comes over us.
Yeah, I feel like when I will finish this up, I will probably go upstairs and I will be awake now probably till about 2 or 3 in the morning. I get very hyper.
It's an energy, folks. And I just wanted to play this song. I'm going to play us out, Liz. Because it's so true, isn't it? We're in the twilight zone, folks, and listen, this is the channel. Liz and I are your fellow channels. I'm your resident medium, Psychic Bro Perkins, here on the Afterlife group, Signs and True Stories of Spirit. I'd like to send out a special thanks and a special shout out to Miriam Michaud, my dear friend. You're an amazing woman, lady. Liz, thank you very much.
Thank you, bro. Bye, everybody.